Hello dear students, so today we'll continue with chapter 5 problems. So let's see another problem, sin root x plus cos square root x. Okay, so what we learned, first of all we will assign this function to y. Then we will take differentiation with respect to y. So dy by dx equal to dy by dx means we are taking the differentiation of y. Then here d by dx of the whole function. Okay, so for the easiness we can just write root x. So in my previous sessions, some of them I have mentioned this root x is same as x raised to x raised to 1 by 2. Okay, so I am just replacing root x as x raised to 1 by 2. Gives us, so similarly here also, so differentiation is applicable for this function and this one, right? So d by dx of, now this one for cos x raised to 1 by 2 whole square. Okay, see this cos square root x is same as cos root x whole square. So last session I have mentioned this. Okay, so let's see what is the next step. So here, so first of all we'll differentiate sine. Okay, so let's see what we will get. Then first we will differentiate sine with respect to sine, then we will differentiate with respect to x raised to 1 by 2, like that. So when we differentiate with respect to sine, we will get d by dx of sine x is cos x. So cos x raised to 1 by 2. Now d by dx of x raised to 1 by 2. Now we have to differentiate with this one. Plus, what about the other side? So we had d by dx of cos x raised to 1 by 2 the whole square. Okay, so whenever d by dx of a square comes, it will be 2 into d by dx of a. Clear? So similarly, so it will be 2 into, take cos of x raised to 1 by 2. Okay, now we have to differentiate cos x raised to 1 by 2, right? So into d by dx of, so here a square will be 2a. Okay, 2a into d by dx of a. Okay, I missed this a. So d by dx of a square means 2a into d by dx of a. So 2 into cos x raised to 1 by 2 into d by dx of cos x raised to 1 by 2. Okay, excuse us. Okay, so let's see the next step. So here, now when we differentiate this one, it is going to be cos x raised to 1 by 2 into, so x raised to 1 by 2 means 1 by 2 into x raised to, so what will happen here is, if we have x square, if we take differentiation of x square, then it will be 2 into x raised to 2 minus 1. Okay, this is how we are getting 2x for x square. Similarly, so here 1 by 2 into x. Okay, what will come as exponent? So here it will be 1 by 2 into x raised to 1 by 2 minus 1. Okay, that is 1 by 2 x raised to minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So we are reducing the exponent in each step. This is how we are getting the differentiation. Okay, so let me rub this. Okay, so after that, now this is over, plus 2 cos x raised to 1 by 2 into, now d by dx of cos is minus, sorry, here d by dx of cos is minus sin x. Okay, so here it is x raised to 1 by 2 into d by dx of x raised to 1 by 2. Okay, so what will be the next step? So in the next step we'll be getting it as cos, I can write this back to root x into 1 by, so here x raised to minus 1 by 2 is same as 1 by root x. Okay, so I'm just replacing this as 1 by 2 is already there, right? So 2 root x. So 1 by 2 into 1 by root x, that is 1 by 2 root x into, in bracket we have, there is a negative sign, so we can take it to here. Okay, so we have a minus 2 cos x raised to 1 by 2 into sin x raised to 1 by 2 into, so when we differentiate this one, again we are getting, we'll be getting the same thing, right? So I'm just writing this final form here. Okay, when we differentiate x raised to 1 by 2, we'll get this one, right? Okay, so when we reduce the form, what will happen? We'll get like this. So I'll be writing 1 by 2 root x. Okay, now from here minus 2 cos x raised to 1 by 2 into sin x raised to 1 by 2, this is same as sin 2 root x. Okay, it's a formula of sin 2 root x. Okay, so the final answer will be I can take 1 by 2 root x outside, so the remaining we have a cos root x minus, so instead of this I can write sin 2 root x. So this will be our final answer. So let's see our next problem. Sine raised to mx into cos raised to nx. First of all, we are assigning it to y. Now we are taking dy by dx equal to d by dx of sine raised to mx. So this thing I can write as sine raised to mx is same as sin x whole raised to m into cos x whole raised to n. When it comes like this, what we will do is we have a formula. So if d by dx of a into b comes, then a into d by dx of b plus b into d by dx of a. So this is how we'll solve this problem. Okay. So I hope you wrote this formula. So according to that, we are going to solve it. So first, sin x whole raised to m d by dx of cos x whole raised to n. So this is a, this is b, plus next what is b, that is cos x whole raised to n into d by dx of sin x whole raised to m. Okay, so this will be sin x whole raised to m into, so cos x whole raised to n will be n into cos x whole raised to n minus 1 into d by dx of cos x, right? Okay, so in the last problem we saw that how to solve this, plus here cos x whole raised to n into, okay, so what is d by dx of sin x whole raised to m, that is m sin x whole raised to m minus 1 into d by dx of sin x. Okay, so what will be the next step? So in the next step we will have sin x whole raised to m into n cos x whole raised to n minus 1 into, then what is d by dx of cos x? Excuses, that is minus sin x, plus we have cos x whole raised to n into m into sin x whole raised to m minus 1 into, what is d by dx of sin x? That is cos x. Okay, so this is the next step. Now we can just take this negative as common here. Okay, so this will be minus n sin raised to mx, I'm just removing these brackets, okay, into cos raised to, this n also I'm taking to the front line, so cos n minus 1 into x into sin x, plus here also this m can be take here, m into cos raised to nx into sin raised to mx into, sorry, here it will be m minus 1 into cos raised to nx and cos x. Okay. Cos raised to n minus 1 we can write as cos raised to n into cos, there is an x, right? Cos raised to nx into cos raised to minus 1 nx, and cos raised to minus 1x is same as 1 by cos x. So wherever this function comes or wherever this function comes, we can just rewrite in this form. Okay, so in case of sin raised to m minus 1, instead of cos, sin will come. Okay, so let's write that minus n sin raised to mx into sin x into cos raised to nx into cos x, 1 by cos x plus m sin raised to mx into 1 by sin x into cos raised to nx into cos x. Okay, so here if we see this sin x divided by cos x, okay, that is what tan x, right? So instead of this I can write tan x. Similarly here cos x divided by sin x will be same as cot x, right? So just replace this with cot x. Okay, so from these two we can take sin raised to mx into cos raised to nx as common. Okay, so what will be the remaining? We have minus n tan x, right, plus m cot x, m cot x. Okay, so this will be our final answer. So from these two, from here and from here, we took sin raised to mx into cos raised to nx as common. Remaining are this one. So this is our final answer.